Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. This one will be fair caught. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds an open target on the left side. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Off the play fake on first down. With the catch, it's Silva. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass caught, second down now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Bringing it out, it's Henry. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Three guys up front, lined up. It's first down. the shotgun. He'll hand it off. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Hand off to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And that catch is hauled in. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks on the ball, and it's a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Under heavy pressure, hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Punting ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the fair catch, signaled for and taken. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking to throw it on first down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The pocket breaking down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket now. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
gain makes it 2nd and medium. Tailback takes the handoff again. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for 4th down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Complete with the running back. But can he get there?
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. For picking up that 1st down.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Seventh play of the drive coming up. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Trying to extend the play. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it to the right side. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. Costly holding penalty there, backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Keeping it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal.
But that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First down here for this offense. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on the screen. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught in the flat by the running back. It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's fourth down and long.
Long enough and good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henry. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught quickly. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Tackle, but first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on third and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
And looking to throw now on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Yeah, look at the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down and inches. Lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looking to scramble. He's going to put it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to pass this time. He makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up for the 1st and goal from the 8. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. A bunch of DBs on the field now trying to defend against the deep pass. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's hit as he throws it. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Bringing it out, it's Henry. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. We get the second half started with the running play. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On the run here, lets it go. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's found some room at the 45. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
He stiff arms the man. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up for first down and goal.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They were backed up to start the drive. It's some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
A short completion with the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense storms not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down after that short completion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's a quick grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
The pickup is 7 yards, now 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. There's contact on the throw. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. And he drops back in the gun. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henry. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance and route to a touchdown. And they'll use the ground game here. And they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket now. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And looking for a big play here. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He's looking to scramble. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the mark.
You know, nice design here with the bootleg to get him out to the outside, off to the right. Looks downfield, nobody's open, so instead of throwing it and forcing it into coverage, he's got the athletic ability there to pick up a nice couple yards.
Makes a quick catch. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
First down. We're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a first down in the red area? Beautiful play.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. An inside give now from the shotgun. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Just missed his intended receiver on that third and short. The offense is now going to have to settle for 3 points here in such a close game in the fourth quarter.
No problem, knocks it right through. And we are tied up now here in the fourth quarter.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Henry. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. In the clear at the 25. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down play coming up. They'll run it here. A quick juke. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They've got a first and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. And here's the handoff.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. You'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Pressure is coming, and it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And the receivers got it. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack will end the drive. Punting unit now on the field. With the return, it's Henry. And the returner brought down by the coverage team member. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And they finally stop him, but a decent game that time.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway. And out comes the offense set to take over here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you don't play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Fires it to the wideout. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
They'll work the clock here with their running game.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. That's an important first down on that running play. Tight end goes in motion. Handoff on a single back formation. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Ball handed off. Running through the tackle. Finding space at the 20. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the second down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's second down here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Working his way inside the 15. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, what a move. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Caught over the middle. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. DB's backing off from the line now. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his man, has the 1st down. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Defense not pressing this time. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.